So this is my final stream of Google Stadia. This is the last time I'll be able to stream Google Stadia because it's shutting down today, unfortunately, because of lack of profit, revenue. I don't understand the reasons fully. It's a very sad day. Cloud gaming has really taken off lately. Really.
Ain't trying to screw with her.
Cloud gaming has really been taking off because of the advanced home broadband. Fiber optic is really common nowadays. Almost everyone has fiber optic. So it's not much of a problem to have the right level of quality. But you still have the latency. You still have the latency problem, which is unfortunate. But with the Stadia controller, it's a lot less noticeable. I don't really notice anything. It's very smooth. I'm not noticing any of the lag. Just like playing on a console, basically. As soon as I turn my thumbstick, my game starts turning. It's very responsive in that sense. I don't know if the same could be said of NVIDIA GeForce now. I would love it if they released a controller that also connected to the internet. I think it would have been good if Google Stadia did allow one of their games to be kept live, just as a demonstration of the technology and what they were able to accomplish. Because they really were able to accomplish a lot with how they revolutionized the scene of cloud gaming. They really did a lot. I don't think they get enough credit for what they did because people really criticize them and say that they overpromised and they underdelivered. And I'd say they overpromised at the start when they released the product. But over time they've continually improved Google Stadia. And really the only thing limiting it was the low bit rate. That's the only thing you kind of notice is that the bit rate isn't as good as it maybe could be.
I love it.
But this is a 1080p stream and I'm playing it on a 4K monitor. I don't really see much of artifacting or things like that. I do see, I mean it's not completely sharp, but it's very playable. It's just as good as a console would be. As good as any last gen console, like a PS4 or an Xbox One. Maybe an Xbox Series S. That's the level of quality we're looking at here. And because it's cloud gaming, there's no system noise, no noise from my system. Not resource intensive as well. One of the benefits of cloud gaming. And it's really sad to see this service go. And I'm just doing this as a final stream as a tribute to Google Stadia. And I got this Borderlands 3, it was only £1, if you can believe that. It was only £1 because it was on it was on an £11 sale. And then on top of that, I have the Google Stadia Pro £10 off for the first purchase. So I decided to get this game. And this is Borderlands, like the Ultimate Edition as well. Not even a standard Borderlands, the very best, highest edition. So Stadia, Google really had a lot of good deals. I don't think it was a rip-off or anything like that. People do say that the games were too expensive. I don't think they were at all. I think you could get them very cheap, and you also had family sharing. So you could share your games across multiple accounts. And I had almost all of the Ubisoft games that I wanted to play. It's a real shame to see this service die today. But I want to thank the Stadia team for what they brought to the scene and everything they did, continuing to update right to the very end, continuing to believe in the product, even if the head company Google decided to shut them down. But they did refund everyone, so we can't complain. And they're giving us the ability to connect Bluetooth to the controller, which is really nice. And speaking of the controller, as I'm using it now, I'm not seeing any kind of stuttering or anything. It's really smooth when you play with the controller. This is 60 FPS as well, which is more than good enough for a casual gaming experience. I would love to see it eventually have gone to 120 for best of gaming, but for casual purposes this is more than enough. I really hope they bring this service back in some other way. Maybe they will allow developers to use Google's infrastructure to host their own cloud gaming. And maybe they will pay Google to have that privilege. This is really amazing. Just being able to use this service like this. And seeing how smooth it all is. I've never actually tried using a controller connected to the Chromecast Ultra. Some people say that the games look better on the Chromecast Ultra. I can't really see how this game could be improved that much, because it's really looking good. Only on the graphical side it's a bit kind of dated looking. I wish they could have turned the graphics up a bit higher. One of the problems Google Stadia faced was we had to port all of the games over to the Linux operating system that it was using for Google Stadia. And that obviously had its own issues, because you had to pay developers massive amounts of money, millions of pounds, and that's how Google was losing money, because they had to pay these massive sums of money just to get the developers to port their games. And then they weren't really interested, even when they did port some of their games, like Ubisoft did. Eventually they decided, no, we don't want to support Stadia anymore, and Ubisoft pulled out. Ubisoft is having its own issues with their own company as well, because they have cancelled the game. They were going to release a game that they decided to cancel. So I don't know what's going on with Ubisoft, but they did bring many games to Stadia. The problem is when you play games like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, a game that has a lot of detail, small, finer details, like grass and things, then you really notice the low bitrate with a game like that. If you're on the free Stadia version, you don't notice it as much. If you're on like the pro version,
Right.
you do notice a lot when you're playing the free version.
Dictate everything.
It's hard for me to aim just because I'm not used to the controller. But I can see myself getting used to this if I really practiced it a lot. Yeah, I can put in. As you can see, I'm not very good with the controller. I'm gonna end the stream here. RIP Stadia. Thank you for the good times and the bad times. And I hope to see Google try something like this again in the future. But for now, it's over to GeForce Now. That will be my main cloud gaming service going forward.